Welcome to the Don't Play With Me podcast for our third episode with the Mister. I greatly appreciate you. I wanted to kind of go back and talk about when you were saying that your health was taking a toll on you as far as your mental.
hmm
And I wanted you to elaborate a little bit more pertaining to what you was going through.
Well, you want to say elaborate. Um, you were asking the question about depressed. I don't look at it like that. Depression people they eat. Some don't want to eat. Some just lay down. People deal with depression many ways. I've been dealing with adversity all my life, so I don't feel like I was depressed. I was just dealing with a health issue.
Right.
To grasp it how me normally doing things that I want to do when I want to do instead of me now I had to wait on somebody to help do this or take me this way, you know what I'm saying? Things like that.
Okay, true. And I understand what you're saying, but medically term, it was depression that you were actually dealing with. And is depression is not always or it does not hit everybody the same way. Depression can hit you one way, it can hit me a different way, it can hit somebody else another kind of way. But depression is not always where the person don't want to eat or don't want to be around people. It's different ways of dealing with depression.
Well, I need to know the signs because I I didn't have none of that. I did what I wanted to do. Still going through what I'm going through. So I can't.
So what when you say it was dealing with your mental, what were some of the experiences?
Not being able to do the things that I normally used to do.
Hmm.
That's what I'm getting at. You know what I'm saying? For as uh better to get in the car and drive out when I want to drive out.
Hmm.
You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Um mean going to the hospital, you know what I'm saying? Doctor, I know go by myself.
Hmm.
Now is a point where sometimes I have to have people to go
So
with.
what I'm asking is like how did it make you feel? How now that your life has changed because of your health and now you are somewhat not totally dependent on people, but you somewhat depend on somebody to, like you said, to be there or to help you in and out the car, whatever the case may be. How does that experience make you feel?
Like I said, it make me like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Going from here now to here, it just it mess with you mentally. You know what I'm saying? Far as I don't know the right wording to say because it's something that you just can't fathom. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? That this is how you was to now. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying?
Hmm.
But like I said, I don't. Me personally, I didn't look at it as me were depressed because I wasn't down. Like I said, it's messed with me, but I wasn't down about it because, like I said, my situation can be worse. I have thank Allah, you know what I'm saying, for being the best planner. You know what I'm saying with my situation. You know what I'm saying. Me, I don't cry about what I'm going through.
Hmm.
I deal with it the best way I can. You know what I'm saying.
Hmm. So, what was, and I know before we talked about your support system during the time when you first found out about your health and everything. So, with you saying that it's taking a mental toll on you. You're dealing with this. You're used to doing everything on your own, and now you're somewhat needing help. What does that support look like? Where you getting the support? How is looking for you and everything?
I was getting plenty of support,
Hmm.
and it still is right today. So I thank everybody that's have been there tremendously. You know what I'm saying? Um, you, my niece, my brother, my partners. You know what I'm saying? You know, I have no complaining in that issue.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. How do you feel? This question is basically as a black male, because again, when I keep saying depression, you'll say that's not what it was, or that's not what I feel. But as a black male, when you hear someone saying you was experiencing depression, um what do you think about? How do that make you feel as a black male? Because a lot of for one, African Americans don't like to feel that they deal with depression or have been through
Because
depression or whatever the case may be.
once again, being black, I have been dealing with adversities all my life.
Hmm.
So whatever situation that I'm dealing with, I overcome it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I can say what I say. You know, I can't I can't sit here and say, you know what I'm saying, um, that whatever I'm going through didn't make me want to get up, or it just made me want to lay down, or just want to make me not eat or eat. I ain't.
But the depression don't only affect people that way. It don't just take away your appetite. It just, again, it just depends on what it is. But when it start dealing with your mental, because your life and your lifestyle is no longer the way that it used to be, and it's no longer normal to you.
Well, in certain aspect,
Hmm.
because I still did what I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? It didn't. It
You can have functioning people dealing with depression.
probably can.
You can have functioning people dealing with depression that look like yourself, that looks like me, and they still deal with depression in the inner, in their minds, in their thoughts and everything. And it don't take away the appetite.
Right, but I can't say if that's where I was at with mine.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I only can speak for me.
Okay, so if someone asks you, okay, 250, your health, you said it took a toll on your mental. What did you do to get through it? What did you do,
Come to grasp of what was going on,
and what is that?
far as what was going on with my health, far as me knowing that I normally used to look out for everybody. That I gotta learn how to take for what I got. People that helping me
Hmm.
receive it.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? One thing about blessings, you know what I'm saying? Don't miss out on your blessings. I can sit here and say that I'm very thankful that I have people in my corner that are doing the things that they are doing because I have been there for them. So I'm gonna receive a blessing. Sometimes like I said, it took a minute to grasp it, but I grasped.
Hmm. And where you are today with it? How's your mental today?
I'm 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 A1. I'm 1,000.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And what did you do to get to this point?
Just once again, just grasp, understand the situation, and just hey, just take it one day at a time.
What I think we should do is with the organization, we need to get something together for mental health awareness. I'm going to research and see what month is mental health awareness month, and I think we need to start doing. I know we give a lot back to children, needy, old people. I mean, elderly. Let me say not old people, but elderly and everything. But I think now we need to start expanding to mental health and bring in awareness. So I'm gonna make it my business to research to see what month is mental health month, so we can start doing something around that time, because this is something that's very important. And again, a lot of African American men and women don't want to accept the fact, or they hear the word depression, um it seems like it's like a forbidden word in our community. Don't say depression, don't say, no, I'm not depressed, this is just life. No, it is depression. And at some point, depending on how serious it is, then some people definitely need to seek help. Some people definitely need to seek counseling. Some may need some type of medication because it is serious.
Of course, it's serious. The thing, like I said, but until someone get to that boiling point, you know, then a person has to seek help. But how well an individual knows when someone is at their boiling
True. How would you know? How would you know, even with what you went through? Um, how would you have known it's at a point where I might need to seek some type of help? Or you just based it off of, because of, because of my life, because of my culture, I'm gonna get through this, because everybody
well,
can't say they're gonna get through this.
well, you're right. Everybody can't, but it's all about the willpower of the individual. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, everybody different,
Hmm.
and ain't no quitting anybody right here. So, like I said, I have too much uh on my plate to be trying to join away. You know what I'm saying? My thing is, you know, if you will know if that was happening, me, um, and when it was at a boiling point.
Well, I knew you was dealing with it when I was seeing you, and I said something to you about it as well. But you were portrayed like, oh, I'm fine. But me, I know you, and I'm
Yeah,
physically looking at you. Even
but you were
wait a
looking.
minute, even with some conversations, and not only that, then I have your cousins and your homeboys calling me because they're being concerned about you. We're asking about, okay, what did the doctor say about this? You're telling me one thing, and then you halfway telling them something. I'm like, okay, something just not right.
No,
And no, no, no. And
no,
then
no,
and then you want to
no,
fuss at them about calling me, because now
no,
I'm calling you to get on
no,
you.
no. But see, only
And
can
you wasn't fully
no.
honest.
Yes, I was. Tell me what part I wasn't fully honest about.
It was a couple of things
You
that,
know,
when I say, when you went to your appointment, what did the doctor say? And then you'll go through and say, well, the doctor said this, but you'll be leaving stuff out, then this
no,
and that. I'm like, you didn't
no,
tell me that. You
no,
didn't say that, mister. And
no,
I did. I know you did not, because
no.
I know me. I asked a lot of questions. I would have been say, put me on the phone with the doctors.
You
So
go.
let me ask them this question, and then let me ask them this, and let me ask you that. So
No,
at some point, it was
no,
taking a toll on
no,
you.
no, 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 no. None of that took a toll on me. What you're saying is you have right, but what I'm trying to tell y'all is I only can give y'all the information that they give me, which you got to remember ain't nothing that I was going through was 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 like not telling you, my home. I tell everybody everything. The point that you're getting at, you'll try to get more in depth with certain things. I mean, if my homeboy called and I sit here and say, "Hey, this what they say," then this what they said. It wasn't nothing that in my visit. I don't have to hide anything from no one because what's going on is real. Ain't nothing I had to do to change was me whatever situation it was. I didn't have to do a lot of changes to get better and this and that. So it wasn't nothing to hide anything from. Nothing.
Hey,
But you just get more dealt with the situation. That's it. That's it. See, my thing is you like to ask other questions. Okay,
absolutely.
well, I don't have no problem with that. But don't say I myself did not sit here and give it fully. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. You can shake your head.
Oh, go ahead. I'm listening.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm
I'm
telling
listening.
you, what I don't have to sit here and hide whatever going on. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not like it's crazy, crazy. You know what I'm saying? No. So that's why that's where I'm at. They they call you, or they might call me and I hadn't answered the phone. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Of course they gonna call and say, "Hey, what they say? Call he, man, listen. One thing about me, I don't see him have to disclose what's the situation. But me being who I am, I'm opening to certain peoples.
Mhm.
That's it.
Mhm. I got
Okay.
you.
You know,
I got you. I got you. But I'm glad you're in a better space.
of course.
Better space. But that's definitely something that I want us to work on with the nonprofit. You
Okay.
know, let's start doing that. I think that would be good that we can partner with someone in our research and find out when mental health awareness month is, and let's start doing that
We can do that.
because it definitely is a lot of, again, African Americans that don't deal with their depression,
Yeah. Well, like I
and they
said,
feel that no, we don't supposed to have counseling or go to a therapist or something like that, but it's okay. And they need to know it's okay if you're at a point and you feel that you're out of control and you can't control it, or whatever the case may be, seek some help
I agree.
immediately.
I agree with you. I agree with
Like immediately, especially like even for our youth, our youth, and I don't know the percentage, but it is a high suicide rate.
you. Mm-hmm.
It's a high suicide rate because they deal with a lot of depression. This social media stuff and school and friends and what society say, they deal with a lot. And
It's,
I think this would be good for us to address.
well, I'm glad you said the social media platform with you starting this podcast. Uh, what are you uh hoping to deliver to your audience, and what you're hoping to gain from your audience?
Say that one more time.
What are you hoping to deliver your
Mhm.
message to the
Mhm.
audience?
Mhm. What I'm looking to deliver to them, Um, it's it started off with my healing journey from a traumatic experience, and as I go through and ones that I have had on here to talk about like their true life experience, anger management, healing. Um, I want to get into people talking about their business and how to develop a business and process that we went through in being entrepreneurs. So it varies, even religion. So I don't have, I'm not close to anything, but this is where it started at to start the podcast and to get from them. I don't know. I mean, I will hope their response, them being open and honest, give their testimonies as well. It's about us helping people and people helping us, or vice versa.
Okay. Okay.
You have another question for me?
That's the Don't Play With Me podcast, right?
But don't play with me.
Okay. Have you ever got any crazy feedback?
Oh yeah, definitely have. Definitely have. A couple of weeks ago, somebody's sister and homegirl wanted to be in the in the Instagram to run a mouth to try to tell me about something or a relationship that I was in, that they don't have, a fight or a reason to be speaking on anything pertaining to me that I had going on. So I have. I had to, I kept it professional, but the West Side Girl wanted to come out. But I did not. I kept it professional.
Well, that's the correct thing to do. Me and you talked before.
But if it
You
was on
did
my
it.
personal page, I would have let them have it. So let me just say that. I'm ready to go back and forth. But my daughter said, "Mama, don't do all that. You don't have to." And I said, "You're right. I don't have to." But it's too many people that have words to say about something that they have nothing to do with. It's too many people
Right.
that have words to say about nothing they had to do with. They was not in my relationship and I wasn't in theirs. So they don't know what went on. They don't even know what went on with you and I. But it's too many people that have opinions about my relationship and they have nothing to do with it.
Well, like I told you before you started the podcast, is you willing to go through
Mm-hmm.
what you're going through?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, I was ready. Well, I'm at the point now. I don't pertaining to my previous relationship. I don't answer all questions that need to be answered. Other than that, it's nothing else that I need to say. No one can speak on the relationship that I had with somebody else but me and that person. That's it. No one can speak on mine and your relationship but myself and you. That's it.
That's correct.
That's it. I don't have to prove nothing to anyone. But I am. I have tough skin. I keep saying that. But I got a mouth too.
You
I
know it.
got a mouth.
Got a mouth.
But again, this is my podcast. I know what it's for, regardless of what people's, I'm hey, I'm past that. I'm past that. I'm focusing on what this podcast is about. Again, it's about healing. It's about healing journeys. It's about people telling their truth. We telling our truth, and everybody that have been on have been given their true experience about things. Again, you being a African American male, and we're sitting here now talking about depression
Mm-hmm.
that is in our community and how our culture is dealing with it. That's important. That's important. People get depression from anything, from a relationship, from jobs, from family, from finances. Like it can be from health. It can be from anything, a loss of a loved one, grieving. It can come from anywhere. And it can hit at any time. But I definitely do want to be able to give more information on how you start dealing with it. You have any other questions for me, Mr. Oliver?
Not at this time, Miss Brantley.
You got me on that one. Okay. You sure? Anything else you want to add?
No.
No?
No.
How you feel today?
Feel great.
You feel great.
I
Good.
feel great.
Good. Good. Good.
I can't complain at all.
You can't complain. Okay.
Nah.
Good.
Nah.
You don't really complain. You fuss, but you're not a complaining man.
No.
You're not a complaining man. You're fuss. You definitely will fuss. Again, thank you all for tuning in to the Don't Play With Me podcast with your host, Shankita Brantley, and our guest for today, the Mr. 250 50 Way Pee Wee, the man with so many names. And again, we thank you for listening, talking about depression. It is definitely going to be our responsibility to make sure for our nonprofit organization, which is the Oliver and Griggs Foundation, we're going to start pushing additional information about mental health awareness. This is very important for our cultural, our community, and especially for our youth. So I definitely I'm going to make it my business to get additional information so we can get this information out through our nonprofit organization.
So if anybody out there that has information that we can use, please speak freely and send it to us.
Yes. Until then, you all be good. Don't play with me.
Although African Americans are often diagnosed with depression at slightly lower rates than white Americans, they are more likely to experience chronic depression, less likely to receive treatment, and more likely to face barriers such as stigmas, lack of access to culturally responsive care, and mistrust of healthcare system. May is declared the Mental Health Awareness Month. Please follow the Oliver and Griggs Foundation on all social media platforms at Oliver and Griggs Foundation, Inc., where we will be giving out additional information pertaining to depression and mental health.